Okay. Children, some of the characteristic properties of salts are: first is melting and boiling points. All salts, they have their specific melting and boiling points. Okay, children. First characteristic is this: salts are mostly solids in nature. They melt and they have their particular melting and boiling point. Okay, and they boil at very high temperature. Second is solubility in water. Second characteristic is what? Solubility in water. They are soluble in water. Salts are generally soluble in water. For example, sodium chloride, potassium sulfate, K2SO4, this is potassium sulfate, aluminum nitrate, Al, aluminum nitrate. Okay, aluminum nitrate, ammonium carbonate. Children, these formulas I am writing. You do not know the formula, so you know the name. This NaCl you know, and these three is fine. Then ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate. Okay, etc. They are soluble. These are the names of salts. These are the names of salts. They are soluble in water. Okay, but some salts which are not soluble in water, like silver chloride. Some salts which are insoluble in water. What are they? First is silver chloride. Second is lead chloride. Copper carbonate. I am writing down this copper carbonate. Okay. So these are the salts. They are not soluble in water. They are insoluble in water. Next is third property of salts is two. I have told you. Third property is that water of crystallization. Crystallization. Water of crystallization. Children, what is this water of crystallization? Generally, salts are found as crystal. Okay, you have seen sodium chloride in crystal form. You can see in the market. Black salt, rock salt, you can find. They are crystal in nature. Okay, they are found as crystal with water molecule present in them. What happened? The water molecules are there. That is why you will find them that they are sticky. This water is called water of crystallization. Okay, water of crystallization. And salts are called which are having this water of crystallization, means which the crystals which are having water. Okay, the crystal which are having water, they are called hydrated salt. Crystals with water, they are called hydrated salt. They are called hydrated salts. Is this clear? Children, for example, I am giving you a very nice example of copper sulfate. Children, copper sulfate is very common salt. It is blue in color. Blue crystal. You can see in your book blue crystal, and With that, they have five molecules of water. So this is water of crystallization. These are hydrated salts. Okay. This salt, which is blue in color, when we heat it, what will happen? This water will evaporate. This water will evaporate, and what is left behind? Evaporate. It will leave behind what? Only copper sulfate. What would be there? Only copper sulfate, and this is no more blue in color. Now the color is white. Why it has become white? Because water molecules are no more there. Okay. So I am telling you again, copper sulfate, this water of crystallization gives the crystal its shape. Okay. This is given its shape. It also gives color. Water of crystallization gives shape and color. Two things you always remember. Water of crystallization gives shape and color. Okay. So this water of crystallization has given what color to copper sulfate? Blue color. Okay. Copper sulfate is blue in color, and we also call this, when it is blue, we call it blue vitriol. Due to blue color, we call it blue vitriol. Okay, on heating, these salts, this water, what happened? It moves up, evaporate. Okay, as a result, what happened? The crystal lose their shape and color. When you will see it in the beginning, it is in crystal form, crystal shape, and color was blue. But when we have heated it, it turned into white powder. It turned into white powder. Shape is changed. Powder. Shape is changed. From crystal, it turned into powder form, and color from blue, it turned into white. The hydrated salts that have lost their water of crystallization, they are called what? Anhydrous salt. Now this salt is called anhydrous salt. Why we are going to call it anhydrous? Because it has lost its water. Okay. No more water is there. So we are going to call it anhydrous salt. When hydrated copper sulfate is heated, it gives out water molecules. Children, I told you, white powdery anhydrous copper sulfate would be formed. Okay. Then again, if we add water in this, 5 molecules of water we will add, again it will turn into blue color and also in crystalline form. So it is clear to all of you. Now we are going to discuss some uses of salts. Okay, children, we are going to discuss uses of salts. See, first is calcium carbonate. First salt is calcium carbonate. We also call it marble lime. It is present, this calcium carbonate is present in marble, limestone, etc. Where we use it? For flooring in the form of marble. Okay, marble flooring. Use of this is marble flooring. It is present in marble. So marble flooring. To make lime, quick lime, to make lime like CaO quick lime we make. From this we can make this quick lime. We make cement from this. Okay, and when we extract iron, we use this calcium carbonate. Okay. Now second salt is sodium carbonate. Na2CO3. Just you see water molecules are there. So this is what? hydrated salt. This is what 10 molecules are there. This is hydrated salt, and we call it sodium carbonate or washing soda. We use it in detergents, in cleaning, in detergents for water softening, and in manufacture of glass. Okay, we use this sodium carbonate in detergent and in manufacture of glasses. Sodium bicarbonate, children, bi word is there, sodium NaH. Because of bi, the formula changes, H is there. This sodium bicarbonate, we also call it what? Baking soda. Okay, in bakeries and medicines we use it. Then number 4 is silver nitrate. Silver nitrate, the formula is AgNO3. AgNO3, silver nitrate. Where do we use this silver nitrate? In photography for developing films. Children, nowadays we directly click the picture from mobile and all. Previously we used this chemical, now we also use this chemical in developing films. Okay. In picture industry, in cinema industry, they use this for developing films. Now next is ammonium nitrate, NH4NO3. This is the formula of ammonium nitrate. It is used for fertilizers, for making fertilizers and for also making explosives, dynamites and all. Okay. Now next is potash alum. Number 6 is potash alum. The formula is very long, you learn it. Okay. We use this alum in purification of water. Okay, it's crystal, available in the market. You can buy also. When you are going to put in a bucket full of water, you will find the dirt and dust particle which are suspended in water. They will make lump. They react with potash alum and they will make lump. We remove that. This way we clean the water. Okay, and this is also used in water works for cleaning water. Last but not the least, that is common salt, sodium chloride. All you know, we use for giving flavor to our food. Okay, as seasoning for food. In manufacture of chlorine, and also sodium carbonate. Okay, children. So that's all. Now our lesson is over. Bye bye.